Hello and welcome to Michad Shooting Bench. Today is, this review is not normally a review that I do because this gun is just, some people say they're great, some people say they're a great cheap gun, but I don't know, I can't get this one to function, and this will probably be my first negative review of a firearm. I'm sure that there are guns out there like this that function fine, but I can't get this one to function great, and a lot of the time. Most of the time it just jams up almost every shot. But what I'm talking about is the Jennings J-22 semi-automatic pistol. Now, these are what you call, they called them back in the 80s and the late 70s, ring of fire guns. There were a bunch of manufacturers in California and that area that were making these guns that were of very poor quality and just really weren't great at all. We'll do a safety check. There's nothing in the chamber, you can see. Magazines over here. These are striker fired 22 caliber pistols. They also made them in 25 ACP 9mm 380. These ones are the ones you see the most just because 22 caliber doesn't rely on a really complex locking system. So basically the only thing holding this shut when the gun goes off is the mass of the slide and the strong recoil spring. So it's got a heel magazine release, and as you can see it's like a nickeled finish almost. It almost looks like it's a die cast gun. It really is just not great quality. It's got plastic grips, some of them come with wood grips. It's got a simple fire and safe, and that locks the slide from going back. It also has a cocking indicator on the back. That's also how you take the gun down. I'm not going to take it down on camera just because it's too much of a pain, but you have to push this cocking in, this whole piece in here. And when the gun is cocked, there's a little protrusion out the back end that just shows you that the round is cocked, or the gun is cocked rather. The issue is with these guns, there's no hammer. It's just a striker that's pushed back with a compressed spring behind the striker, and basically what happens is when you pull the trigger, make sure it's on the pull the trigger, and the sear comes down and out of the way of the striker and lets the striker move forward and fires the round. So you cannot carry these with a round in the chamber because if the sear is worn or anything and it can let that striker slip off, you could have a discharge and possibly injure or kill yourself or someone else. So do not carry these with a round in the chamber until you are ready to shoot them at the range. So I doubt this is going to function. If it does, it'll be a miracle, but I mean, I paid $50 for this gun and that's pretty much what they're worth. So they're all right as just a little plinker that, you know, if you can get one that works, they're great, but pretty much they're just a pain, and I really can't recommend them for anything other than a curiosity if you just want one and you can find one cheap for 50 bucks or so. But I would never, if you see one for over $100, I would definitely not pick it up. So let's see if we can get it to function. And I got 2 rounds out before our first malfunction. So, see, I'll drop the mag and clear that. Round stuck in the chamber. The extractor on this gun seems to have issues. It keeps slipping over the rim of the rounds. And that's it, the Jennings J-22 in 22 long rifle. You can find one that functions great, but typically not a very good buy. Thanks for watching.